Good evening, everyone. Well, this is really, really blurry. I can't even see it. Um, hmm, I wonder what's going on. That was so blurry. Okay, we're not going to use the pad, or we're just going to use the pad. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. My screen was really, really blurry, and um, there we go. Okay, if you're live and you're here, just give me a hello. And I see Kelly's here. I see Lisa's here. I see Jean's here. Um, I better close my window. Hold on a second. It's so nice and everything was fine, but someone's going on their motorcycle, so they'll be racing up and down my road. Just close that. And I'll close the shade too. Okay. That's better. All right, sorry about that, everyone. I was running a little bit behind. I'm not going to lie. Today was my first 10.5 hour day back in the office. I worked from home yesterday, but working from home is totally different than working in the office where you are confined. So anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. And if everyone here, I think, knows who I am, but for those of you that might hop on later or watch the replay, my name is Shirley Natali. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you from Quakertown, Pennsylvania, which is north of Philly and south of Allentown for those that don't know. My website is shirleynatali.stampinup.net, which is in the description below, but it is also, I have to reprint this, right there for you. And you can email me at scraphappyshirley@yahoo.com if you have any questions on tonight's video or anything else. So tonight we're going to actually do one of my favorite things, although it was not a planned. I knew I wanted to use this stamp, but I was struggling with what I was going to do with it. And then I'm like, well, why not do one of your favorite things? And if you have attended any of my classes regularly, you know that one of my favorite things is creating your own background or DSP paper. And I think it's wonderful for those of you that don't have a lot of stamps or have stamps and not a lot of DSP, or have some inks but not a lot of colors. And as long as they coordinate, you can make this. It's so easy. Sorry, I needed a drink. The stamp set that we're using tonight is Let's Wander, along with the Simply Said. Now, the Simply Said stamp set goes with the Emperor packs that we used last week. That's all with that mix match products that are, what did I do? Oh, I moved my cart because I wanted to shut my window. I never brought it back over here. Okay. The Emperor packs that we used last week that are mixed matched. Okay. That's our card designs. Let's see. Okay, it's on here. It's on here, I promise. Here it is. Okay, so this is the stamp set that we're using tonight. It's found on page 19 and it's $17. And it has a sentiment for every occasion. I really, really like this stamp set, and they're coming out with more just sentiment stamp sets that are in different kinds of fonts, and I just love them because, you know, sometimes you get tired of using the same sentiment over and over again or the same font, you know. So this is a stamp set that's we're using tonight, and they're the Emperor packs that we used. So now the other thing we're going to do tonight is we are going to, in your catalog on page 22, there's different card designs and the layouts. We're going to try to make some of these because I really did not create a card that I can show you that we're going to make because I was prepping our class for Saturday, which, by the way, Saturday, this is a sneak preview because we are going to actually be making this background on Saturday along with other cards. Okay, so again, that's on page 22 in your catalog. The stamp set is found on page 105, I believe it was. Yes, 105. And it is a $22 stamp set. And if you comment on today's video, you will be put in to the drawing in the spinner for tomorrow, or for next Tuesday. I'm sorry, next Tuesday. And if you commented on last week's video on the 4th, your name will be put in. Well, it is put in, and we will spin for that tonight, the Saying Hey set. If you're watching this on a replay, please make sure you put hashtag replay for I get notified and I can add your name. And last week's special was if you purchased $50 from me, you got a Emperor pack. This week I don't have a special, but your name will still go into the drawing. Okay. All right, let's get that out of the way. And let's see. So we have Kelly, Lisa, and Jean on so far. Let me share this. Please give me a thumbs up and like my video. And if you didn't already, if you'd subscribe, I'd appreciate it. I am just sharing this to some other people. I have to make a group chat with everybody in it. Some of you might get this twice. Like Kelly, I know you're in, you are on this already. So you might get it again. Oh, wait, why isn't it letting me share this? Okay, maybe I'm not going to share it. And is 7 o'clock better for everybody else? I'm actually thinking about changing it to Monday nights on during the summer. Since I'm working from home on Mondays, I can be cooking our dinner before I get home at 5:30 or 5 o'clock. I'm sorry. So is Monday okay for everybody? Let me know. That's what I'm thinking about doing, changing it till Monday nights. We can still do 7 o'clock, but I just won't be as rushed. That's all. Today I'm really just rushed a little bit. So Lisa said Monday is fine with her. Lisa, how's Peter doing with his teeth? Did he make out okay? All right. Well, we are talking back and forth. We're going to start creating our stamp set or our background. And how we're going to do that is, this is the color palette that I chose. for tonight. And my basic gray, but my basic gray is very juicy and it got all over me today. So I don't want to set that down yet. Okay, so that's the color palette. We're using basic gray, wild wheat, which was an in color from last year, which is still current, but that was new last year. Early Espresso, copper clay, Baja blue, which is turning out to be one of my favorite blues. I thought the denim one was going to be my all-time favorite, but I think this might be it. And Bumblebee, which was an in color 2022. So how we're going to do this is I just pick a color. We're doing it Thursday morning. Monday's good for you, Kelly. Monday's good for you, Jean. Okay. Then next week, it will be Monday. So how I do this is I open my inks and we're going to go over there. I set them aside, which you can't see my inks right now, but they are over here next to my stamp or my work pad. I'm going to take the biggest stamp that's in the set, which is the work boots or combat boots, whatever you want to call them. And I'm going to pick a color and I'm going to put one in the middle. And I'm just going to randomly stamp these, rotating. You don't want them going the same way all the time. And it doesn't matter if they're upside down, sideways, or what, because we're going to cut this paper and make a background for our other ones. Okay, now we want to take our next one, put it in a color, and stamp that around. And this one is our Early Espresso. I'm going to put you up here. Okay, and then I just set my, I don't know if I'm going to move this over a little bit so you guys can see it. I just set my stamp set that I'm using on that on the ink color that I'm using it for right now until I'm done. This one here is the wild wheat. And I should really have a paper under this, but it goes too glary on the computer right now. I don't know why, but it is. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to put one here. I'm going to put, no, that's good for words. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that for now. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in my Bumblebee, my boho blue, and then my gray, my basic gray, and that's going to be for the words. Does anybody have this stamp set yet? And you're just going to stamp the words randomly. Blue, I want to be, or let's kick it. some wet wipes because my hand's going to get dirty with that gray. So Kelly, you getting excited for the wedding? How was the shower? Okay, the next words we're going to use is let's kick it. Can you guys hear that ding whenever I get an email? Can you hear that on the computer? I'm going to turn my volume down. There we go. And now maybe you won't hear it. I like it because I thought of combat boots. Yeah, I did too, Jean. I thought of that too. And I thought, okay, they can be that, can be hiking boots. Has anybody who hasn't come to any of my classes, have you ever made your own DSP paper with random stamps? And I think all of you have been to my classes. You guys can hear me now though, right? Because I turned the volume off of that because it kept clicking and was driving me nuts. Okay, and the next one says, you're good for the soul. And you just randomly stamp all over your It's okay if you overlap too. That's one good thing about this, that your paper, no ones are alike. And right there it is. One other thing you might want to do is just spin it, because when you look at your paper one way, you think it looks full. And then when you spin it, you see other spots for things. Okay, now I see room for some stuff, but it's not big enough for these items. So what I'm going to do is, in the stamp set, it has like this little, I don't know if it's supposed to be like a trail marker or what, but we're going to use that. And let's see if I have a little block left. I do. So we had our team meeting on Saturday, and that was awesome. Like I am really on a really, really good team. And we made this project, which is going to be, I'm going to turn it into one of our class projects, where you use envelopes and you make, I'll show it to you in a minute, but we are going to make this. And I might even do an online class, because I was thinking about doing online classes. And what would happen is you would get a private link. So if you purchase the online class, I would mail you everything you need for the class, except for the stamp set, because we're not allowed to stamp. That's against the policy of Stampin' Up. I can't do any stamping for you, but I can do all the die cuts, all the embossing, if you emboss with the folder or whatever, I can do all of that for you. So if that's something anyone's interested in, let me know, because I'm going to start to offer it, I think. And I just wanted to know if there's people that are interested in it that can't make the classes. And then you can watch it at any time. Like it'll be at your leisure. You can make your cards. And all the sets, all the classes that I'm going to be doing are going to basically be, now that's here, let me tell you this. This is our paper that we're going to use. I'm going to set that aside until I clean all my stamps and close my inks. That's something I was interested in. Jean, you are interested in it, or you can hear me now? But that was going to be a total different class, not just the classes that are on, like my Saturday classes. It's going to be different than that. Yes, you can hear me. Okay. This weather has been awesome, but I heard this morning, I love Karen Rogers, but I don't like what she told me about the upcoming weather. It's supposed to be ungodly hot and an extended heat wave. Did everybody hear that? See how my stamp pad is really, really juicy? I do not know what I did. I never refilled this one yet that I can recall, but it's really juicy. So, and I had my graduation party for my girlfriend's grandson, and actually his mother is almost like my niece. I say her mom's like my sister, but she sang in my wedding. So that was one of the graduation parties we had Saturday. And what a beautiful, beautiful weekend it was. Kelly, I'm right with you. I hate the heat. Lisa can contest to that. Oh my God, when we worked in the kitchen together, I think they knew to leave me alone when I was overheated. So now we're going to close these up. 2 more to clean, and then we're going to get cutting. Well, one of the questions Lynn went around at our team meeting and she said, tell us some interesting facts about yourself. And me, not even thinking, with Close to My Heart coming on to Stampin' Up, I'm sure a lot of you knew that. Close to My Heart went out of business and Stampin' Up bought them, and took on all their consultants. So Lynn said one of the interesting things about yourself that people don't know. I never even thought to say I used to be a Close to My Heart demonstrator until after we got off. I'm like, that was kind of stupid because I don't know if we have anybody else on our team that used to be a Close to My Heart demonstrator, but yeah, I was one of them. And one of the things I'm hoping that they come back with is when I was with Close to My Heart, we could buy paper packs not paper pack, but you had 2 pieces of paper in a paper pack that you could do your classes with. So if I wanted to mass produce a Christmas card that had bells on it and they had the paper, it might be one of the bulk paper packs that they had, and Stampin' Up does not offer that. So that's something that I hope Stampin' Up will inherit, I guess, or bring on from Close to My Heart, because that is the main thing that I missed from Close to My Heart. Other than that, once Stampin' Up! Came out with acrylic stamps, that was the reason I started with them, because the acrylic stamps take up less room. And my in-laws were still alive and living with us at the time, so I was limited space on storage. And theirs was, it came in an envelope, and I could fit 100 where I could only fit 25 of the Stampin' Up! Rubber stamps on the wooden block. So, okay. I think I'm pretty good for that now. So let's get cutting. The first thing that I like to do when I make my background paper is I cut it right away into 4.25, 4.25, and 5.5 sheets, because that gives you your 4 pieces for 4 cards. And then if you decide to cut it down from that, you can make others from that. So there is 2, and here is the other 4, or the other 2 to make 4. Okay. So one of the other products that we're going to use tonight is the Pocket, it's called the Pocket Thought Dies, which make a gift card holder. And that is something that I think is also underlooked in this new catalog that I'm still getting used to. I don't even remember what page this is on, but all the dies used to be. Yeah. Okay, let me go to the back and see if they have it in here. Punches, tools, and storage. Let's cut the pocket. Pocket Thought Dies. Page 62. Okay. So that is on page 62. And these are the dies. And they make little pockets for gift cards. The big one can make a pull-up card. And the little one, just a little pocket note for a gift tag. It shows you up here all 3 of the ways to use it. So we're also going to be using that tonight. Okay. So the first card, now I already have some things cut out from a set that I had already made. So this is using the combat boots with the early or copper clay, and this is with the wild wheat. So you can see the difference in, and you can even, like, if you like these boots and you want to change the colors, you can. I mean, they're all your, it's your design, your decision on what you want to make. So that's how it fits, because I cut it 4.5 or 4.25 by 5.5. So we're just going to cut it off by 1/4 inch on both sides. You only have to do this on one side because we're going to have, we're going to center it then amongst that. Okay. So we're going to put this on here like this. And then, pad back up here. I was thinking putting this on there with a ribbon . I don't like that ribbon, so I'm going to pull out some linen thread . Do a little something like that with a circle punch. And let me get a circle punch, or even a label. that one will work. We'll see. Let's see which one we want. Okay. So this is that one. Or that one. Okay. So do you like the circle inside that, or do you like the other? This one here is like a sun. This one here is a little bit rounder. Would you like it like that? And we're going to decide if we want the ribbon behind it with a saying, and the saying is going to come from the Simply Said, and we can say hello. Hello will fit. Miss you will fit. Thanks, I think, is a little too, no, thanks will fit, but that's just, I don't like thanks for this card. So it can be yay, miss you, hello, or even just a note. Just a note I think will fit on the bigger one. Yeah. So let's stamp the stamp, and then we can decide. Let's do just a note. And we're going to do just a note in, let's do that in, let's do it in the early espresso. We can decide which one we want. Yeah. Just a note. I kind of went off that, so let me. Sometimes that's why I like stamping on a piece of colored, because white on white I can't see. So I'm just going to put it over here so I can see where the white is compared to my stamp and get it more centered. There we go. I don't know, is it supposed to rain tonight? It looks awful cloudy out there tonight. And there's a hello. So we can decide which one we want to use. Close that up, and let's build our card. Okay, let me get straightened out here again. Okay. So that's going to go there. Do we want just a note or a hello? And do we want the ribbon behind it? Like that to that. Or do we want the linen thread behind it? So what do you guys think? Do you want the hello or the just a note? I actually like the ribbon. Is everybody there? I like just a note. Okay, Jean, you were the first one. So that's the one we're doing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of my tape on this one. And just so everybody knows, I looked at the price for our ATG, and it's actually cheaper if you go to Michael's and use your 50% off coupon. They're cheaper there, and you get 2 of them, and it's the same size tape and everything than what I found online. So I'm not ordering any. I'm just going to get it from Michael's when I need. Okay, so that's going to go on there like that. And just a note, we'll use hello on the next card. Just a note's going to go on there, but I'm going to pop that up, I think. Or am I? No, I don't think I am. Pop the whole thing up. So I'm not going to pop that up. And I just put the tape on the wrong side. I did. Okay. All right, redo. Because I just put the tape on the wrong side of that one. So let me punch out another circle. And that was a regular circle. On that other one. There we go. Let me stamp that one more time. Oh, that even got centered. See, everything happens for a reason, they say. That one turned out the best. So. Okay. Put that on there. Like so. So now we're going to glue this down. Well, might be out of glue in this one. No, I didn't think it felt it. I'll tell you, once you, like I left my lid off of this for a little while and it seemed to get thicker. And once it does that, it seems like it's so hard to get out just the first time. And then after that, it globs out. I'm going to put this on here. Then we're going to pop that up. I think I'm going to put that sneaker up. Yep, I like it there. Okay, let's pop that up with some dimensionals. Yeah, I know I had some over there. And I know all of you know to use the edge of your dimensionals, just cut them down. And I am finishing up this pack of dimensionals with this tag. Yeah, I have to set up a thing on my, I'm going to do a live chat because I have people that I wasn't able to tag right away. So, okay, so that's going to go on there like that. And then I'm just going to put a piece of white cardstock inside. Okay. And that is card 1 with our, let's put, should we put some of these on there? We can use some of the off-white, I think would be okay. Be able to see it, yeah. And I'll put one down here. I don't know if you can see them, but they are an off-white. Be cute if they had footprints. That would be cute on that. So that is card 1. Okay, so card 2, we are going to make a gift card holder. And how we're going to do that is find my pieces here. Okay, here and there. And that is not the one I was thinking of. Okay, we might not be doing the gift card holder quite yet, because this isn't the one. Actually, we can. This isn't the one I was thinking it was going to be, but I can cut one out of that. That's fine, because I don't know if we're going to have enough time to do all 4 cards tonight. Okay, so this one I want, this is going to go on here like this, and the card's going to open up this way. Okay, so that is something like, even though you rotate your stamps, you want to make sure your wording is right. I still love my ATG gun, but can't find. But I find it. Liquid glue more off. Yeah, that's me too. I'm using more and more liquid glue. And doing these lives, I use everything. So I'm going to put these on here. And I almost always use liquid glue. Now that we're talking about the tape gun, I picked that up. But I almost always use liquid glue when I'm doing my card bases, only because it gives you the little bit of wiggle room that you need if you don't get it lined up. And 90% of the time, I don't get it lined up. So now I need a punch or a tag for the front of this. And I believe we are going to use a tag. And it's going to be this tag. So let me no, not that one. I don't know if Lisa's still on here or not, but Saturday's class, there's only, I believe, 4 that can make it this week, which is fine. Everybody, I know it is a busy time of year for everybody, and I totally get that. And everybody knows a lot of times when we have the smaller classes, we do more projects and more in-depth projects. And that is the case this week too. So bring your creativity, crafty hat on, Lisa, because you're going to need it. All right, now for this one, we are going to use the linen thread. There it is. The linen thread, because I am going to double this up and just zigzag it across the base of that, which will be about there. Okay, and for this one, we are going to say, thinking of you, or birthday wishes. And actually, this one's going to be a gift card holder, so it's going to be birthday wishes. I have to show you how this gift card thing works. This die cut, it is, I love this pocket die, and I haven't seen a lot of people use this yet, and I don't know why, because it is just so cool. One thing with the stamps, a lot of times when you get them, you want to rub them and then clean them because they have a film on them. And a lot of times if your wording don't come out right, that's why it's the film that's left on it from the manufacturer. And all stamps do that. All photopolymer stamp sets. And now it should be better. Even though now it looks dirty because I got to clean my stamp pad cleaner. All right, and we are going to do this in, I think we're going to do this in wild wheat. Let's see what it looks like in wild wheat. And then we'll see. Maybe we'll do a blue and offset it. I don't know. Birthday wishes. Yeah, what the heck. Stick with the wild wheat. Okay. Yes. I don't know. I think we need something behind that to make it look more. Let me get the wild wheat in my book. We're just going to stamp another, or not stamp, we're going to punch another stamp, or punch the same size as what we just used. And we're just going to cut that in half to go around this to give it a border. I'm just going to go in half. I'm going to put it like this. And like this. I'm going to line it up. And one of my favorite things to use is Scotch tape for this kind of thing, or for ribbon when you're trying to line something up. Do one side where I want it, and that's where I want that. Put that down, and then I can do the other side where that should be. And I just moved it. Let me see. I'll line this up here like this. That looks right, and put that down. And now all I do is put a dab of glue underneath. And that'll hold that. Yeah, if my glue comes out. Jeez. Tell you, all my glue's running out. Okay, went all off. when all else fails, you pull out your handy dandy Stampin' Seal. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. And we can line that up again. You know, I think I don't use Stampin' Seal because I do use it. It's just easier when I'm doing a live for my bigger projects and my other stuff to use. There we go. And I'm just going to zigzag this around here like so. Give it like a shoelace effect. Birthday wishes. Put that on there like that. And now for the inside pocket. Okay, so this is what you get when you use the medium die. Okay, it comes with the 3 dies. You have the real big one, you have the small one for a tag, and you have this medium one. This medium one is the one you use for a gift card holder. So you put the gift card holder, you fold it, and it comes already scored for you and cut once you run it through your die cut machine. Okay, and then you're going to use our glue or a tape runner. Run our tape down here. And you can use tear and tape for this too. We sell that. And I'm just going to put this right here like this. And that fits a gift card holder right in there like that. Okay. But we have happy birthday there. I want to put something on here that says birthday wishes, yay. And I think we're going to do, or let's celebrate. No, let's celebrate isn't going to fit. Let's do yay. We can put yay all over. Okay, let me get my other cleaner and see if that has, yeah, we can use this. We can use our chamois to clean our stamps. Birthday wishes. Just a note. Okay, and when we use yay, we're going to use gray granite. Oh, did I hit? Can everyone hear me? I just clicked my mouse. I'm hoping I didn't stop this thing. There it is. We're going to use gray granite. Jean, can you still hear me? And I'm just going to stamp yay all over this. And gray granite. And it is on basic gray cardstock. Kelly can hear me okay. Thanks, Kel. I was worried I hit the mouse, and it says I'm still live, but I didn't know if I hit something that I wasn't supposed to hit. So there is card number 2. Okay, and for this card, we're going to use the gray. And a bigger one. Bigger one down here, like that. Okay, and then there's card 2. And Lisa can hear me. Okay. So the next one we're going to do is a semi-fun fold, which is, this is a card base that was 8.5 by 11 cut into hot dog style at 4.5. So then I would, or 4 1/4. So I scored it at 4.5, and then I cut 2.5 inches off. Okay. And then I'm going to put a piece of our, where is it? There it is. Oh my God, it's stuck to the table. I normally have my things in trays, and I don't today. But I do have to get, I'm going to cut this. I cut that piece off. So all I'm going to do here is make this into a another front for this. Okay, and I'm going to cut this at, should be 3 1/4. 3 1/4. Actually, I want it longer. I do. So that piece is not wide enough. So I want it to be 3 1/4, and I'm going to lift that up. That's going to lift up, and then our card's going to be underneath that. I want to put it this way. Now, my only problem is this is thin cardstock that was actually from close to my heart that I had from before. So I want to make that stronger. So to do so, I am going to cut a piece of cardstock to just make it stronger. And let me have a piece of white. Okay. I wasn't thrilled with this set first, but I like the way you used it. Thanks, Jean. I appreciate that. And this is the set that we're giving away next week. So everyone who made a comment, your name will be in this set. And for the drawing for this set. Pat actually called me when I sent my reminder out. She called me. Her for some reason her computer doesn't let her comment live. She can comment on the replays and it gets sent to me, but she isn't always able to comment live. And she was frustrated, but with me not having everything planned out for today, and getting home later than what I anticipated, because I forgot I had a BJ's pickup too. So it was a long day for me. And we just had Chick-fil-A tonight, to be honest with you. I just stopped there and There's nothing wrong with Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is like awesome. So I just put that on there because that is actually a thin piece of cardstock that I had. And I believe it was close to my heart, but I can't actually say it definitely was or not. And we're going to leave that on there like that. So that's going to lift up like this. Okay. And to do that, I am not going to use my Stamp and Seal. Let's see if I have my Stamp and Seal Plus in here, because that's stronger. And no, I do not. So everybody knows that Ocean is making the glue holders, and he's selling them for $10 to earn money to help pay for his car, because he's 16 already. He's also making bow holders, and everyone in my class received a bow holder, but this is what the bow maker, not bow holder, bow maker looks like. And that is I believe $7. I'm not sure, or was it $5? I'll have to ask Linda. I'm not sure how much they were, but if you're interested in a bow maker, let me know. Because he made me some for the ladies in my class, and he's selling them. So if you're interested in them, let me know. I have to get glue out of my supply box here. So let me open up one of our new glues. And we'll be in business again for another week anyway. At least it seems like it. I wonder where Linda is. I didn't know. Okay, so my shoes are like that. So I want this to be down further. So I only want it to go about to there. So I just want, it's so nice when you have fresh glue. And you remember to put the lid on it and store it in your Ocean container. And then I am going to put this like this. Now, I'm going to hold it like that for a minute and make sure that pops up okay. Okay, so now we still have this piece. So this piece is when you close your tab here, it's a little too long. So I'm going to cut about 1/4 of an inch off. And then that's going to go up here for when I open this. But first I want to put a piece of white down. Okay, so our white base is going to be there. And actually, I want to cut this first. I want to put this on here. And then this side, it's going to go there like that. Like that. And I am just going to put a little mark . Yeah, right above it, for I know where I'm gluing. Okay. So then all of this is going to be glued, and then I can trim what's left there. Okay. Put that on there like that. And then I am just going to take my scissors around the top edge here and the side. More. There we go. And then it fits. Now that should fit fine where I'm going to put it. You go right in there and then you're not going to see it, but when you open it, you still have that as your decoration piece. Okay, and definitely want to use my glue for this because of the wiggle room. Go on there like that. Make sure you can't see that. And then push it down. And that says, let's kick it. And all I'm going to put on here, this is going to be just like this. I'm not really going to do anything to the front of that. Just going to leave it like that. But underneath here, where no one's going to see, I'm just going to put Miss You. We didn't use Miss You yet, did we? No. Or Thinking of You. Well, let's do Thinking of You. Just a note can go back in there. Okay, and we're going to use the basic gray for this. This stuff is so wet. I do not know what happened to this ink pad. This is the first and only one that ever did this to me. Of this style. Sometimes if I overjuice them, I get it, but I didn't even do this one. And really, I should have stamped this before I did this. Before I get it straight. Okay, cross your fingers. Not too bad. And that's the Thinking of You. And let's see if I need something up here. Like a ribbon or a bow or something. I'm not liking the front of it. Let's see. Here's our. I'm looking through my spools of ribbon. Or actually, come on. I just dropped one on my floor. If you hear it spinning, I have this that I can put on there. I can wrap it around a couple times. That's blue. I'm going to take that and wrap it around 3 times. 2 and 3. Cut it off. And a lot of people ask how you do this. I don't know if this is how everybody does it, but when I do multiples, I tie it like you're going to tie a knot, but before you tie your second one, I go underneath it and I tie my second one tighter, and that kind of keeps it where it's separated like that. And I'm just going to tie a little bow up here. Almost looks like shoelaces. Let me see. Let me play with this a little bit. This one has to come down a little bit. There. Let's trim him. I got a piece of that tape. And let me just take my bone folder over that again. It doesn't seem to be wanting to stay. Okay. And there's card 3. All right. So let me wash these up, and then we'll see what we made today. And then we're going to spin and see who won from last week. Okay. Thank you for those who have watched the entire thing. Thank you for those that popped on when you can, had to leave when you can, and those that are going to watch the replay. I really appreciate your support. And like and share the video if you didn't already. And if you do share it, please mark that in the comments, because I can't tell if you shared if you did not. Put that in there. Okay, so these are the stamp sets that we used tonight. It was the Let's Wander and Simply Said. And this is the giveaway for next week, which I have, here it is. This is the giveaway for this week from last week that we did. Let me get my set to, there it is. I always mark the next one for, you know, the set that I'm giving away next week. I always mark, because that way I don't forget. And then I mark who won it and who. This is for next week's drawing, which is, today is 6/11 giveaway. And I'll put that over there for next week. And this week's drawing is, we'll see who's going to win. So let's see. I like how you use the stamp set and cards that you made. Thank you, Jean. Kelly shared on Facebook. Great gift cards. Great gifts. Or great cards. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Kelly. So I do it when I use string. So, all right. Now that I got semi cleaned up. I use the word semi very loosely, because if you could see my table between creating for Card Class Saturday, or this coming Saturday, and today, I have stuff all over the place. And believe it or not, I had it pretty well cleaned up. And I know Lisa's saying, yeah, right. But I really did, Lisa. I promise. I did. And we are making some really, really cool cards on Saturday. I just put the wrong thread in the wrong bag. This is my linen thread. I use a lot, so I have to make sure I have that handy. We are making a lot of cool cards Saturday. I can give you a little sneak peek, but I don't want to give them all away. But we will be making this slider card. The only thing we're going to do is not do it backwards like Shirley just did. Your clouds are going to go the other way, And then when you pull it, it's going to pull this way. So your plane's not upside down and your saying comes out after your plane. So this one is backwards because I had sealed this when I realized my clouds were upside down. So I think it's going to work the way that I want it to work. So instead of pulling out this side, it's going to pull out this side, but I couldn't do that because I sealed it. So that is one card that you're making, Lisa. And that's all I'm going to tell you. The rest you have to come and see, which you're going to see. I think you're the only one that's on here that is coming Saturday. Now, to find my iPad with the spinner. Okay. What's that? When you give up, Ollie Ollie oxen free? Okay, there it is. I was going to say, I knew I set it right down next to me, but when I got up, I moved it. Okay. If everybody doesn't know, that's two of the men that I love so dearly. My husband and Trace, of course. Okay, let's do our spinner. And we're going to see who wins. And I do put the volume up for this. Okay, let's see. Who's going to be the winner of Saying Hey? And it is Jen. And Jen is coming Saturday. So Jen, you just won the stamp set. So it will actually be in your bag of goodies that you ordered because that's behind here too. So that's all I have for tonight, ladies, but I'll show you the cards again. And your name will go into a drawing for this card set. And if you win a card set or a stamp set and you make cards, if you repost it on my either our group with Facebook, our Scrap Happy group, in that group, like say you win the set and you make a card for that, if you put that card that you generate with something that you either order from me or you won from my website, your name's going to go in for a special drawing at Christmas time. So all the winners or people who purchased, if you do that, you're going to have a special drawing at Christmas. Okay. So here are the cards that we made tonight. Here's a recap. And let's get rid of this because they seem to show up better on the set itself. Or let's see. Put you there, take you off, and put you there. So they're the three cards that we did. This one here is a gift card holder. This one here is a kind of fun fold card. And this one here is just a note. Just a plain one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if any man watches later, which we did have one the other day, I will talk to you next week. Hope you have a good week. Stay cool because the weather's supposed to be ungodly hot. I heard an extended heat wave to the end of June. So lucky for all of you that are retired. Wish I would be, but I'm not rushing my life. So take care and God bless. Take care. Bye.